The next part we're going to have attempt to make on this is this collet. It's 1.5 inches at the largest diameter, 40-degree taper, inch bore, and 1 3/16 by 20 TPI thread. And it's only 13/16 long, so it's a pretty small part really. The only material I got without wasting a shitload is a piece of 4140. Still got to waste a little bit on the outside to bring it down 1.5 inches, but it's the closest I've got, and the other bit I got's bloody 2 3/4, I think. So I don't want to waste all that. So see how it goes out of this 4140. If it turns to shit, well, like all the other parts. Anyway, I'll rough this down 1.5 inches and take it from there. Yeah, I've got the compound set to 40 degrees and I'm pretty tight for room here. That's alright. So, the handle, which is a nice fit, will end up sliding up and it meets up with this taper in here. So, let's go. Well, in true Matty's Workshop fashion, I've screwed up again. Knob jockey me. I set the compound to 40 degrees, it should have been a 20 on this part. Can't believe this. Anyway, this should have been a 40-degree included angle. Told you this project never stops giving. Never stopped giving headaches. Anyway, what I got to do is somehow clock this back up. I can recut this angle. Attempt to recut this angle. I hope. I got a lot of thinking to do first. And this taper should have finished right near the end of this hoodie back here. This shoulder here should have been just inside there. Should have been finished back here somewhere. So it just goes to shit. Let me bring you back to this show of horrors. This part is right now. I've got it right now. It's a 40-degree included angle. I was lucky enough I didn't do it the other way around, where it should have been, you know, was lucky I made it too steep and not, well, I'm trying to explain it. I had enough material there by just setting the compound to 20 degrees, not 40, and I could machine it out and still retain the 1.5" diameter here. And actually went just over it. It's actually going to matter. But I saved me ass. I just hope I haven't marked this. I took a fair bit of time to set this up again in the 4 jaw. I kept the that's all right. I left that piece of 4140 still set up in the 4 jaw. Just swap chucks out. That's a good thing, having one of these D14 chucks. Just whip me and whip me out. It's good. So that's actually to print now. There you go. Major screw up on my behalf, but anyway, I saved me bacon. I honestly didn't think that was going to work, to be dead set honest with you, because there must not be much meat left in between these two. You know, going by the print there is, but it just doesn't feel like it. Anyway, we've got that, and now I can get on with making the collet again. What a pain in the ass. So I've got the 4 jaw back up. I've left the angle set on the compound, and I'm going to cut this one on the reverse, on the back, in reverse. So this length here is correct. Just got to cut this angle now to match, or till it blends into this corner, and I should be right, I hope. There we go. Bum in bucket time. Thank God for that. That'll pull up tight. Look, it's not the neatest and prettiest of parts, but shit, at this stage, as long as it fits, and it's got to have a thread on it, 20 TPI thread. This whole part's hidden, so I'm going to put the thread on there next before I bore the center. Yeah, yeah, shit, yeah. Okay, I've set up here to cut the 20 TPI thread. Let's do it. It's going to be a quick thread. That looks just sexy. last one, I reckon. That to me is a thread that is formed. 50-50. That's going to be it, and I've got to make a nut, and I'll just match the nut to suit. Okay, that can be bored out now to match the tool holder that I made just before. And still got a tiny flat on the top of each thread, they're not to a sharp point, which is what I was chasing. Happy days. I've got about 80 thou to come out, and this does squeal a fair bit, this little boring bar, but it's the best I can do. Cool. $9.98. Jagged. To a spring pass, I think. No, not as tight as I'd like it, but slip fit. And hopefully that'll jam down enough. Oh, so I've located on the edge of this face here. I've got to go in 812, which is 13/16. Got dial indicator set up on the carriage. It's where a DRO will be just brilliant. 1, 2, 3, 8, 8, 10, 12 and a half. So I've locked the carriage off there. It's 812 and a half. Thanks Tom for this derrick card, mate. I use it all the time. Yep, 812 and a half. Okay, so I can part this off now. I can't believe that. I forgot to turn the camera in. What a dick. Didn't miss much. I can't believe that. So it's parted off, obviously. I've just got to lap this on a piece of glass now and a bit of emery. Why didn't you yell out and tell me to turn the camera around? Oh man, it's just been one balls up after another lately. I don't know what's going on. If anyone's got any tips how to stop some balls up, yell out. Please. Doozy after doozy. So once I lap this, I've got to split it then. But I'm going to make the nut first. Make the nut for this before I split it. Check that wind out, eh? We've had some horrid wind here overnight. There we go. Well, time to build a nut. Inch 151, close enough for me. Punch a thread on him now and we'll be right. I think I'm nearly ready to have a crack at this thread. In bulk cog and we're right to go. There we go. Hey, that's bum and bucket material. Very, very little movement there. It's actually a really nice thread. Oh, this shit makes me smile. You know what that's going to do, you know, because it's only got to be 1/4 of an inch wide. And I've actually formed a knurl, so that'll do. Poor old knurling tool. I've had it for a few years and it has just been butchered, really. I've never been real kind to it. Always expected far too much from it, but it keeps working. Hence why I haven't replaced it, but that's not a bad knurl. Righto, we've got to split this collet now. Got a bit of mist cool set up, and just going to take me sweet old time doing this. It'll work, it's got no choice. Might do a little bit of modifying to it. I had to put a slit on this side as well, on the opposite side, just to give it a bit more flex. But still works fine. What I think I will end up doing is making a little pin spanner, because it is pretty hard with that up there against there, and my hands aren't all the best either, and not real good grip. So might put a couple of holes in it, make a pin spanner up just to nip it up, make it easier. Doesn't look too bad. $2 job. That's another piece of the puzzle finished. Tick that one off the list. Still plenty to go though. And I guess it'll be the plunger in the casting next. Then that'll be the locking holes in here. So that'll be next on the to-do list.